Hey, welcome to another podcast. I had to start again because I realized I had unplugged my microphone. So this week's podcast, I'm going to be doing my predictions for the season 6 Love is Blind cast, where I think the couples are going to go and where I think the couples are going to be going, where they're going to end up, who I think may possibly go through, or we already know who's going to make it to the wedding day, but we don't know what the decisions are going to be yet, or at least I don't. I didn't want to check any spoilers because any supposed spoilers of who's going to say yes and who's going to say no. But we already know, based on the trailer for the next portion of episodes of Love is Blind season 6, who's going to make it to their wedding. And I did do a screen recording this morning on my phone from Netflix, but I guess for copyright reasons they don't allow the visual, so all I have is the audio. But I'm going to play it from my phone because I don't know how to do both at the same time with my phone, with the screen recording on my Wondershare Filmora from my phone, Netflix, while recording my webcam from my computer at the same time. So I'm going to do it from here while doing my makeup. I have my skincare on, my lip stuff from Sigma, and I brought some products with me. Some are new, some are not new, some are oldies, but gonna be my first time trying again. So we're gonna do almost a full face while going over my predictions of this season's Love is Blind season 6. So there's 5 couples. There were 5 couples, so there may be I may be announcing spoilers in this video. So if you haven't already watched season 6 up to where it ends at this time, and you don't want to know what's going to happen, I recommend not to watch this video. If you already know or you don't care about spoilers, please watch this video. So I'm going to play it from my phone because the recording, because I'm not able to do it. And let me find it. So the couples, from when they leave the pods to what I call the honeymoon phase, when they decide, yes, I'm going to get married to you, or yes, I want to marry you, the official couples are what started as Brittany and Kenny, Jeremy and Laura, AD and Clayton, also known as Clay, Johnny and Amy, and Chelsea and Jimmy. Once you get through the second portion of episodes, which I just did, the ones that came out yesterday, February 21st on Netflix, we find out that Brittany and Kenny break up. Jeremy and Laura are very much rocky. Jimmy and Chelsea are a mess. Chelsea's just very insecure and annoying, and all she does is cry and whine. And for a second there, I kind of felt bad for her, but at the same time, I'm like, cry me a river, girl, cry me a river. So let me start my makeup. So I already have primer on, which you can't see because I blended it out. I'm using this Milani Gilded Mini palette that I got several weeks ago, Halloween time in October, I think it was. And these aren't names or anything. I'm just going with this color here, the lightest matte shade. I don't even have a mirror here. Anyhow, so I'm just going to go with my mirror, my webcam. And so Chelsea's whining and complaining because Jimmy didn't kiss her all day after he's telling her how nice it was to finally meet her, to really get to know, to finally meet her girlfriend. She had a bunch of girlfriends come over and hang out that day, and it was nice for him. he really enjoyed meeting her friends. And I thought that was really nice. He's being all positive and sweet and everything. And he's like, oh, I loved meeting your friends today. They're so nice. Blah, blah, blah. And all Chelsea can focus on is, you didn't kiss me all day today. You didn't kiss me. Mama, you don't like me. And I'm like, oh my God. And Jimmy's like, but I did kiss you. I kissed you once this morning, or whatever it was. Me, blah, 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 blah. You don't like me. You don't love me. Blah, 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 blah. You know, a lot of blah, blah, blahs. And then I thought about it later, and I'm like, you know what? Daniel doesn't doesn't kiss me that much either, but I know he loves me. Like, I'm not insecure like that. So, I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous. And Kenny and Brittany break up. As soon as, there were some situations that happened while they were on their honeymoon, like their pre-wedding honeymoon, where I had suspected Kenny of not fully being into Brittany, and a lot of it had to do with the way he spoke to, the way in which he had spoken to AD at that get-together. I didn't even think he was interested in her. I really didn't think he was. I can't remember who he spoke to in the pods. It's going with this color now because I can't figure out any other color. This one's nice too. I was going to go with that one. I'm like, I'm going to skip that one for now. And I just couldn't think of anybody. But the way he spoke to AD, I was like, okay, so maybe he isn't fully into Brittany. And then as soon as they got home, he showed like zero interest in her. Like, she's like asking him, are you okay if I put my stuff here in the bathroom, in the bedroom, blah, blah, you know. And he had no interest in anything she was saying. He didn't pay any attention to her. And I'm like, wow, he doesn't like her. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what she was saying too. Like, she noticed. I'm getting my mirror because I can't see this. You know, she could tell. Like, if you're not stupid, you could very much tell when a man's not into you. And I don't think Brittany's stupid. And she could definitely tell that Kenny was not into her as soon as they got home. And I'm like, maybe he wasn't into her at all the whole time, but I don't know. And because I'm not there, I wasn't there. It's not my relationship. But based on the footage that we were watching on the show, it's very clear that Kenny didn't like her. And I'm like, what happened? And then it just and then as soon as they got home, he showed like zero interest in her. Like, she's like asking him, are you okay if I put my stuff here in the bathroom, in the bedroom, blah, blah, you know. And he had no interest in anything she was saying. He didn't pay any attention to her. And I'm like, wow, he doesn't like her. That's what I'm saying. I think that's what she was saying too. Like, she noticed. I'm getting my mirror because I can't see this. You know, she could tell. Like, if you're not stupid, you could very much tell when a man's not into you. And I don't think Brittany's stupid. And she could definitely tell that Kenny was not into her as soon as they got home. And I'm like, maybe he wasn't into her at all the whole time, but I don't know. And because I'm not there, I wasn't there. It's not my relationship. But based on the footage that we were watching on the show, it's very clear that Kenny didn't like her. And I'm like, what happened? And then it just I accidentally stopped recording. So then it led to them bringing up, and I'm going to go with this color now. Brittany and Kenny broke up, and it was really sad. And I really thought maybe they were going to make it work out, but they didn't. And it is what it is. Then Jimmy like apologizes to Chelsea again. He reminds me of Shane and Natalie, where all Shane did was apologize all the time. He just kept apologizing to Natalie about every little thing, and it gets to the point where like you just get fed up. You know, it's like enough is enough. Enough. Like, stop. And then Amy and Johnny. I like Amy a lot. Right now, she's my favorite girl. She seems to be the less dramatic. She just all smiles all the time. She just seems very happy. And I like that. She doesn't cause any issues so far. She seems very level-headed, just really sweet, really pretty, and just nice. I don't trust Johnny 100%. And I'm scared, and I think it's also because a lot of these men I don't trust. And so I'm iffy about him. I'm going to go with this one now because that one's just not showing up. And I don't trust Johnny. I'm expecting the worst. Basically expecting the worst, hoping for the best. We'll see. But Clayton and AD, or Clay and AD, turn the light back on. They're, I don't know, iffy. But out of all the couples, alright, I'm going to tell you right now who I think, out of the current couples, who I think might say yes on decision day, wedding day. And that would be the people I think that might wind up saying yes on decision day or wedding day. Wedding decision day. This isn't Married at First Sight. It's Love is Blind. Or Love is Blurry. Could potentially be I don't even know how. Would be Clayton and AD. Or Amy and Johnny. I don't know if any of them are gonna last past that day. But out of the 5 current couples, they're the only ones I think may say yes at their weddings. May. Then the people I think might regroup and end up getting, it's hard to say because the spoilers for the next portion of episodes, I'm trying to remember. I don't think we see Jeremy and Laura. I think it's possible that Jeremy might have a wedding with with Sarah Ann. Might heavy on the might. I don't foresee, even if Chelsea and Jimmy break up, I don't think that Jimmy is going to, this dark brown, I'm going to try to do something. I don't think Jimmy is going to get married to Jessica only because Chelsea accuses him of effing Jessica, and I don't picture a man effing somebody getting married to them, at least not right away. If a guy is gonna just F a girl, he's not gonna take her to the altar. You know what I mean? I feel like she's not the kind of girl he wants to bring home to mom. And that really disappoints me because I'm like, she's a mom. She's always talking about her 10-year-old daughter. And if that's really true, that's kind of disappointing. For me, at least. I don't know about you, but for me, it's kind of disappointing. And so, for those reasons, I stopped recording again by accident. So, for those reasons, I don't picture Jimmy getting married to Jessica. And then Laura and Jeremy are on the verge of breaking up. for sure. I don't think there's any going back. Chelsea and Jimmy are probably gonna... Wait, don't they do their wedding? I'm trying to remember. I gotta watch the thing that I'm gonna play for you and see which couples end up at the altar. I remember seeing Amy and Johnny, and I remember seeing Clayton and AD, and then I think there was one other couple. But if there's a new couple, I don't think they would show that on the trailer yet. I don't imagine that Nick and what's her name? I'm gonna go in with this one with this brush. That Nick and Vanessa are gonna disclose any secrets like that. So if any of the other couples get together later in the series, they're not gonna spoil that with the wedding day shots. If anything changes, or it could just be the 3 couples are gonna go to their weddings. But we always know that not everyone's gonna say yes. Part of me feels like none of them are gonna do it. Most of the time they don't. So, and last season was mostly a disaster. I'm gonna go in now with some blush. What the hell am I talking about? With my foundation and concealer. So for today, we're gonna go in with, because I'm gonna use the drugstore. I'm going in with a drugstore concealer for a change, so I'm gonna do a drugstore foundation. What kind of brush is this? I don't think this is a foundation brush, but today it's gonna be. Did I miss anybody? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't. Even if this is from Revlon. The other one was from Milani Golden Mini. If I didn't save it, I'm sorry. Not sorry. This is Revlon Illuminance Skin Caring Foundation. 5% squalene hyaluronic acid. Number 117 is the shade. It's kind of a lot. And even if Laura and Jeremy wind up at their wedding together, they're not going to get married. I don't see that happening. Wow, this is really pale compared to my skin color. But I don't foresee them staying. I don't foresee both of them saying yes on their wedding day. I can't even picture Jeremy saying yes, and I can't picture Laura saying yes, even if they got that far in their relationship. I think Laura would be stupid to get that far with him, and I don't think she's stupid. I don't at all. Well, at least it blends in pretty well. Alright, so now I'm going to play that piece off my phone.
It's like, oh, hi, Jeremy. Hugs me, walks away, and I'm like, what was that? And then
Alright, so this is the crap between Jeremy and Laura, where Jeremy admits to Laura that he saw Sarah at a bar when he went to meet up with a guy from the pods. It sounded like that was his original story, and he left it around 10 o'clock at night the night before, was out until 5 o'clock in the morning, and she knew something shady had happened, but his story just doesn't add up, and he just sounds like he's hiding a lot of things, and little by little he unravels some truth, but I don't think he's being honest. And he's like, well, I did share my location with you. And she's like, so? This is the story. Hold on, let me find the beginning of this.
karaoke bar.
Where?
Went to originally go to a karaoke bar. As I was leaving here, location changed. Told we're going to Lost and Found. Cool. Gonna meet up at Lost and Found. When I was halfway there, got a text message from one of the guys from the pods saying, hey, Sarah's out here, just so you know. I directly was like, I'm probably going to turn around, and was like, no, you know what? I'm not going to let somebody else like dictate what I do. So went there. She comes over to me and is like, oh, hi, Jeremy. Hugs me, walks away, and I'm like, what was that? And then I come to find out that she's upset about a lot of things. So in order to not drag things out and make it worse, I was like, do I need to have a conversation with her?
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, we hung back and we talked about things.
Why?
You hung back with Sarah Ann and was talking till 5 a.m.
Yes.
This shit's adding up. You're constantly dumping things on me that pertain to this other person that then I have to deal with. But you're like, oh, that's your issue, not mine. I told you.
What is there that you have to deal with?
What do you mean? The fact that you haven't shut shit down with Sarah Ann. You could have easily prevented all of this bullshit had you just responded appropriately.
Yeah, I don't understand. Why? Oh, first of all, this is the concealer that I haven't used in a long time. I don't even know if this is the right color. It looks really light. And it's from Maybelline. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. Shade 110. And let's go back, but like in just a sec. But why would he tell her that? Why would he even have to talk to Sarah? Of course she's upset because he didn't pick her, but what does he care? If he really cared about Laura as much as he should because she's supposed to be his future wife, he wouldn't have had to have done that. It wouldn't have needed to go that far. Like, I don't understand myself why he did that. Like, what does he have to prove to himself for her? Meaning Sarah. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It's very inappropriate. Very inappropriate. It doesn't make any sense. Like, why would he need to talk to her? Go back and talk. You know what I mean? Like, go back and talk to her. He left his fiance at home, sleeping. I can't get this off. That's why I'm like stalling. Can't get it. That's why I got a tissue. It's not working. How do you get this shit off? God. Okay, I got it. Thank God. Like, why did he have to go back? Why? 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 Why, God? Why? Why did he have to go back to talk to her? Why did he stay out all night? Oh, this story gets shadier and shadier.
When she DM'd you. But no, you did nothing. You followed her back. You haven't taken any initiative to shut this shit down. So I'm just supposed to trust that you just supposedly had this lovely conversation where you did nothing but shut it down. When you could have done that weeks ago.
I understand how that can look. I understand how that can come across.
I'll say right now, I don't fucking believe you.
Yeah,
you must have left the door at least a little bit cracked open for her to think it was even remotely appropriate to reach out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's that you're not capable of severing the limb and cutting things off. Maybe you're Mr. Nice Guy too much. I don't know.
That's not Mr. Nice Guy.
So I'm nitpicky about your Hawaiian shirts and some other stupid superficial bullshit which doesn't even matter. I brought you none of this bullshit.
She's right.
I knew this shit was gonna happen.
I'm sorry for that. But like, as an extra layer of...
No, he's not. He's not sorry for any of that. And the funny thing to me is, well, it's not really funny, but I could tell when they were still on their honeymoon at that get-together, after the girls were being what I considered mean to AD, I still don't understand that stupid burrito joke. But all I could tell is that they were making fun of her for I don't know what reason. I didn't understand it, and I still don't understand it, and I never looked into it because I just don't care. I don't want to understand it. I'm like, it just seems like a cruel joke, and they're picking on her for I don't know what reason, and the way Jeremy just left like a freaking baby. And didn't he sleep out that night too? He slept out like in another room or something that night. It was like their last night on their what I call honeymoon, and I'm like, so freaking lame. They should have just broken up right then and there. I don't know why she took him back. He just seems really, like, they're both kind of petty, but he seems more petty than Laura is. Like a freaking baby. Wet, because we're doing some drugstore stuff today. Not everything's drugstore, but we're going to do this. Wet n Wild Photo Focus Translucent Powder. I hope this is still going. And, oh, this is heavy. This crap. This big, fluffy brush. Well, it's not big, but it's very fluffy. I'm like, oh yeah, so, like, what was I talking about? The way? Alright, so she took him back, and I don't understand why. I still don't understand why. Because if that was my boyfriend or fiance, I would have probably left him. Because I'm like, they're both children to me. After the way she treated AD, I didn't like Laura anymore. But between Laura and what's his face? Jeremy, I like her more. And it's ridiculous, and it's kind of a shame because they had just met he had just met her family when they came over for like their family get together at their apartment. And her family was, what I thought, very nice to him. Very nice. Laura's family were very nice to Jeremy. And I'm like, wow, they were very nice to him. And why? For what? I don't know. They were super nice to him. And I'm going to fix my eyes real quick. They were super nice to him. And I still don't understand why. Because I don't think he deserves it. But they were. I think because they had the best intentions that things were going to work out. And they did. Jeremy is one of the biggest man-childs on the show ever. And I really thought for a moment in the pods, he had me fooled. That maybe he was decent, but he's not decent. I don't want to ruin the spoolie on this thing, because I know once I ruin it. So I'm going to use one of my own to do my brows. And then I'm going to finish my eyes before I do anything else. And I'm like, maybe, just maybe, he's decent. For a moment there, I thought he was a real nice guy. And then I realized he's not a nice guy. He's not real, and he's a real asshole. Excuse my language, but if he's real anything, it's an asshole. That's what he is. I don't like him. I don't know anybody else who likes him, but if anyone else does like him, but I don't. I don't like Jeremy. So I'm going to use this new product. Well, it's new right now to me from FabFitFun. You'll see it in my FabFitFun video. It's from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's her pomade. Well, this is the brush. Number 12 brush. Spoolie, angled brow gel brush. Medium brown. Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade. And I haven't used this in a while. And it's in medium brown again. But I'm like, I can't stand him. I do not like Jeremy with a passion, if you haven't already been able to tell. Oh, my nose is running and cold again. But I really don't like him. He's a creep. Don't make me, I'm not good at doing this. I'm just going to do it my way. It's my way or the highway. I don't like him. He is a freaking jerk. And if it was me, I would have left him there. I would have left him when we were in, I forget where they went on their vacation. The honeymoon vacation thing. I would have left him there. Personally, if I was Laura, I would have broken up with him there. She was too nice. I don't think he's a nice guy. I think she's the nice guy. She's nice. He's not nice. I might go over this with my brow gel from Benefit just because I'm not comfortable with this. It depends. I don't like him. I don't like Jeremy. I don't like Jimmy. Definitely don't like Matthew this season. There's a lot of men I don't like this season, including them. Don't like Jimmy. Don't like Jeremy. Don't like Matthew. I think Jeremy is one of the worst. There's I mean, I don't think it's gonna happen, but speculating if any other people get together, I could see. What the hell did I do to my brow? Maybe, like, if a new grouping happened, maybe Chelsea and Trevor, but I don't think he winds up getting married on this show. But I don't know. Maybe Trevor and Chelsea, or they become boyfriend and girlfriend. I don't know if he's the kind of guy that would take sloppy seconds. If you know what I mean. Sloppy seconds. I don't know why this one looks like this. This one looks a lot fuller. I don't know what I did differently. I think this is better for somebody with less shape. Because I have a lot of shape. My brows are just different colors. That's what I think. And I'm going to play the rest of the spoiler for you. Well, this is from the trailer, which like sets up what could happen or will happen. Ow! I just scratched my forehead. That's going to leave a mark. I don't know if it's going to help, but I'm going to go over this with one of my new Benefit Gimme Brows in shade 4.5 neutral deep brown. So I don't like the way this looks. And as soon as I get my brows in a spot where I think they're okay, then I'll continue the trailer. So I did my brows as much as I could, and we're now gonna play with some blush and bronzer, which to me isn't very bronze, it's orange. I got it from FabFitFun, and I tried it out for my video, for that video, and that's my honest opinion. And we're gonna do the bronzer and the blush, but first we're gonna do the bronzer, because that's usually how I do my makeup, and I'll play this for you too. Ready?
Chelsea, there's not a doubt that I made the right decision.
I've faced so many hurdles in finding my Prince Charming. I feel like I finally found him.
I saw the future and I knew exactly what it was. And it was Amy.
Like, I'm gonna be a great father. I can't wait for that part.
I can't wait for that.
I never thought I was gonna be good at marriage. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm ever gonna cheat.
Do you think that's like the biggest thing, is that you're gonna cheat?
He doesn't think that your all is enough for him, then that's not your guy.
May I have your blessing to marry your daughter?
For me it is kind of overwhelming.
I'm Jay.
Jimmy.
Hey guys!
Here we go. Shake the mullet.
This whole shit is hard. Trevor is normally what I go for. I have talked about what life would look like if we picked other people. He did not choose you. He told me that he's breaking everything off, and I was like, okay.
Jess is very good looking. I haven't tried it to her. I care about you a lot. In reality, you were my number one still.
You fucked her, and I know you fucked her.
This is like a huge pivotal moment in both of our lives.
Now is the time to decide if love is blind.
Alright, that's pretty much it. So, thing with, that was, stupid thing messed up my nose. I'm gonna fix this. The thing where the guy was saying, because you can't see it, you can only hear it, where the guy was saying, well, like, the girl was questioning the guy with cheating and stuff, that was Clayton and AD. Personally, I don't think that he would cheat on her. I really don't. I'm gonna have to use powder for my nose, because I don't know why creams never work like that. I don't know what happened to the video recording, but I had recording that is gone from the end of my talking. This lighting is terrible. I don't know where it went. So, pardon me. I don't have my microphone. So this is my regular audio. My microphone's here, but it's not plugged in. So, I'm sad because I had some really good footage. Can you see me better now? So I was saying that my lipstick is off. You can't see my lipstick anymore. Let me put it back on. Or forget it. So what I was saying, I think because Clayton and AD really don't have any real issues with their relationship. And it's getting darker too outside. They don't really have any real issues with their relationship. So I firmly believe that they're playing on the fact that his dad was a cheater and she's nervous that he's going to be a cheater too. Something like that. I don't know. And that's the only thing that's going to be that's a concern for their relationship. But I still believe that they're going to go through with their wedding. And most likely they'll both say yes. If anyone's going to say no, I think it would be her. And I really hope she doesn't, because I think that Clayton would be a really good husband for her. And I think that, I mean, I can't make the girl do anything she doesn't want to do, but I think they would be good. And I cannot remember for the life of me anything else that took place in the recording because I don't remember. And I just don't remember. I couldn't tell you. But I will put my lipstick back on for you. And I did some highlight, but yeah. I'll have that on here. Here's what it's on. And I said, thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. Please subscribe to my channel. If you think you did already, check again. If you haven't, please get it done. Well, not exactly in those words, but if you think you did, check again. If you haven't, do it now, because it's better to do it now than never. Or at least that's what I think. Don't put off now what you can do. Get it done. And what else did I say? Don't forget to like my video if you like it. I want to know what everyone thinks so far about this season of Love is Blind, season 6. Do you agree with my predictions? Do you have other ideas? If so, what? I'd be happy to hear your ideas and opinions on this season of Love is Blind in the comments. Don't forget to share my video and other videos. And like, share, subscribe, comment. I think I got them all done. And I'll see you all later. Bye. Bye.